Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ibiwe Ewani and I'm a first year medical student at the University of Bristol. I just finished my exams, so by God's grace I should be progressing on to second year. If you watched a couple of my videos, you will know a bit about my journey to medical school, but if you don't, I will tell you. I did my A-levels, ended up taking 2 gap years and did a foundation year and just finished my first year, so it's been a bit of a journey. This video is going to be about my Gateway experience compared to my first year experience. If you don't know, Gateway in Bristol is like a foundation program. A lot of universities have like different names for it. I'm going to be joined by a couple of my friends and I'm just going to tell you how we found Gateway compared to first year. I thought about filming this video last year, but I think it's better now because we have like a comparison, like a yardstick. If you're thinking of like coming to Bristol or to study Gateway, or you're doing like a foundation program somewhere else, it will kind of give you like an idea into what it's like. So these are my course mates and I'm going to let them introduce themselves, starting with...
my name's Rima.
I'm Rodos.
I'm Fergie.
So we all did Gateway last year and we just finished our exams. So the first thing is, Gateway is nothing like first year. I mean, just by the way the course is structured.
It like bridges the gap between A-levels.
And yeah, exactly. We had placements. We would still have the whole like getting to the hospital by like 7. Another similarity was that we had like the same practicals that we did in Gateway. We did that in first year. So like things like, we had like 9 practicals altogether in first year and like 5.
Yeah, 5 to 6.
5 to 6, like we had done that already.
Yeah. So one thing that I would say is that there's much more less.
Much more less.
Let's start again. One thing I would say is that there's less contact hours. So I think during the Gateway year we had to attend all our lectures and all our seminars and everything had attendance taken for it.
And then even with that, it's still less than what you get.
So for example, there were times where I would like decide to go back to London on a Saturday, come back on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
We had the ability to do that.
You can't do that now.
No.
There's no way you can do that now. Like, it's not that. There's no way. With that, if you're doing foundation, just enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Don't stress yourself prematurely because it is a stressful degree and it will get like...
It's a long degree.
It's a long degree. You get, so it's not from day one that you start like, you know, your heart will start beating fast and you start doing too much. Just take it as it comes, especially if you're doing foundation, because you will really like appreciate how chill it is when you get to the next year, and by that time we'll be too late. So yeah, I will say that.
So another aspect of the Gateway year was it was very
chemistry heavy, very chemistry heavy.
Absolute bane of my life.
Honestly.
Hated the A-level.
And that's why like when you're applying, they tell you that if you go, I think when we came anyway, you couldn't have an A in chemistry and come in because if you had an A in chemistry and you did the year, you would run mad. Yeah. You would actually, if you thought you were done with titrations, you're not done. You're gonna do them for like 3 hours every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks on a Tuesday. It's not, no.
And it was the afternoon, wasn't it? Like from 2 to 5.
Yes, exactly. It was the afternoon, and it's just like again. Honestly, and then you have to have like a lab book. It was very like, and then you were doing it with like actual chemistry students.
Yeah.
So which made it worse. It's like, I don't want to be.
We're just taking it like unseriously.
Unseriously,
like, we need to be done, but they're
know.
like, oh no, it's part of our degree.
It's part of the degree and everything, you know. So just like be mindful of that. But then anyway, like if you have an A in chemistry, they won't let you in anyway. So yeah, there's that.
So something that I really liked about Gateway is that the course is so small. I think there was 37 of us altogether. There were a few dentists and vets. I think.
Like 5.
I think it was like 5 dentists, 4 vets.
Yeah, and the course is tailored a little bit to them, but mostly because we're the bulk, it's mostly to do with medical. And then you have the benefit of going to first year as well, like we all knew each other, familiar faces, so it's so much less scary going to first year from that.
And like the first day of first year, like we were all like in this
long
big
summer holiday.
We
haven't seen each other.
Big seminar room, so we all see each other now, and like it was just nice having each other like a catch up, you know, because you tell like everyone there is nervous because they've never seen each other before. They don't know where they are, but us, we kind of like had the experience.
We were all like familiar with like the area as well. Like we found it easy to get to uni. We like were less nervous going into that big lecture with so many people. Like if I was walking in there by myself, not knowing anyone,
it's quite intimidating because on the new course now we're like 266. So it was like a lot of people. I mean, I can't lie, the exam we just wrote, people sat beside me, I didn't know who they were. I had never seen them, and I was like, oh okay,
that's me.
Literally,
every
like
time I walk into a lecture, I'm like,
You see a new face in every lecture hall, and I can't lie, maybe in fourth year it will still be the same because you can only like know so many people. Like how many people will you actually like interact with, you know, and their names as well, you probably wouldn't know. So yeah, that's like another good thing about Gateway. You can form like close relationships, and like we're gonna be together for the next like 5 years. Yeah, 5 years. Yeah, so it's like I quite like it. Another comparison is anatomy. I mean, in first year, anatomy is like the bulk of first year, especially like the first term.
A lot.
But in Gateway, we had anatomy as well, and it wasn't really. We had like 2 contact sessions, you know. So it was nice to like get familiar with it because when we started first year, I know a lot of people were like scared to like go into the
to see the cadaver.
Yeah, I can't like you look at it and then you just get used to it, you know, because you've seen like what every Monday, like for like 6 weeks, for like 3 months in first term, you know. So there was that, and it was just nice to like just like get familiar with a lot of things.
And I think last year we did so in the Gateway year we had, I think like you said, like 2 or 3 contact sessions, but they weren't only just human like cadavers, there was animals as well, so it was nice just to like get a different variety.
We're never going to see that.
It's like animals, because it was, I think the vets, they had their own like dissection room.
They've got their own.
This
year, and I think they've got another campus as well. So it was nice for us to like make those friends, and then obviously now they're obviously at a different campus. But
yeah, exactly.
So one thing definitely like coming into the Gateway year, obviously I felt like wasn't good enough because I mean I didn't get the grades to get into actual med, so it made me feel like I'm not smart enough. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of stigma like surrounding Gateway because a lot of people think that you're not smart enough.
Which is
not true at all.
Honestly, Gateway is so competitive because
very
like I said earlier, there were only like what 37 spots.
I think we were told in the beginning there was 1,440 applicants, and around like 400 interviews for 25 places for medicine. So it's it's even more competitive.
It's even more competitive than normal medicine. I feel like people have different experiences when it came to that because I never met anyone that like made me feel a type of way for saying I'm Gateway. Like most I would get was like if I told someone I'm Gateway, they wouldn't know what it is because it's quite like a new initiative
with the students. I
think
know? Also,
exactly. So even like we go on placement and you tell a doctor they're Gateway, they won't really know. I think some knew.
Yeah. So like for example, an experience I had when I was on my Gateway last year, I told a doctor about it and they had told me that they I think did their foundation year at Nottingham, and she was just like, it's completely like normal, you become a doctor at the end of the day. So that was like very, for me, having that early exposure as well was very uplifting to know that I have done the right thing and I have, you know, chosen.
I feel like all of unis do Gateway. There's Nottingham, there's
quite
UVA,
a bit,
there's Bristol.
Quite a bit. I think that's like 18. Like 17.
And like with each year there are more unis because like think about medicine, there's so many avenues to get into med. Like I'm 20, so I'm 23 now. When I started Gateway I was 21, 22, and I was like, oh my god, I'm going to be the oldest person there. Like it was in my head. And then we came there and met someone that was like 25, 26. Someone that was 25 that was a med, and then someone that was 30 that was a dentist. Or 29 or something. So it was
and
like
also a 24-year-old who was a vet.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like
a variety of
people. My point is that there are so many more avenues to get into medicine, be it Gateway, be it foundation year, be it like
grad med.
Like people they take a degree, then they take gap years to apply to come into med. So the fact that you're even in the course, that's a big achievement. Like applying is like one of the hardest bits of getting onto this course.
Honestly, I would say the same as well. The hardest thing about med school is probably getting on. And then once you get on, they do support you. And
there is so much support because they know how hard it was. So don't like let anyone ever make you feel a type of way for not coming into it the conventional
normal way.
Normal way. Like, what is normal? Who made normal?
So all in all, we all had really good experiences last year, and I probably wouldn't change it for the world.
We are
really grateful for it as well because it did prepare us really well for medicine.
I feel like the initial nerves, we didn't have that, and it was just like a nice way to ease in to the course. I mean, the extra 9 grand wasn't cool, but
it was a way to find your like revision techniques and stuff as well.
Exactly.
So it was
and
a bit
also
more
settling
relaxed.
into the city.
Settling into
the
city,
a big thing. Like living by yourself. Most of us haven't
done that before.
And Bristol is such like a busy city, so it was nice to just like have that chill time. You know, especially like with a degree like medicine that's only gonna get progressively harder. Anyway, we hope you enjoyed that video, and if you're doing Gateway in Bristol or foundation in another university, I hope this video gives you an idea what to expect and, you know, takes away any nerves you might have. All in all, we loved it. It was a great opportunity, and just keep an open mind and enjoy yourself. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment any question you might have, and I'll be sure to answer. Bye.